I gotta be quick with this one because I can go for days with this subject. So this is day 3, and the topic still is faith versus fear, but the subtopic today is faith versus my hangups. Isaiah 43 and 19 talks about, behold, I will do a new thing. Shall you not know it? He begins to just show and speak about not remembering the former things and allowing him to do a new thing. Now, you would say in your mind, probably, Drew, that should be super exciting. If he's doing a new thing, that means we're going to see a lot of change. We're going to see a lot of progress. Everything's going to be wonderful. A lot of times, yes, that's true. But something that stands in our way is us remembering the old things and us not being flexible to whatever this new thing might be. Now, I want to encourage you to be flexible, because if he's doing a new thing, it means that your old methods and your old formulas might not work. And I'm guilty of this sometimes, that I want to go back to old formulas and old methods, and they can not be sinful. They can just be how I did things in different seasons. And he's saying, I want to do a new thing. I want to do a new thing that's a new method, a new formula, a new shift. And at times that's scary. It's scary because you don't have any answers in the beginning, or you're really uncertain. And if you know anything about being uncertain, you know for a fact it could rattle your mind. It could rattle your spirit. So I want to encourage you today to allow yourself to be flexible to what God is showing you, to what he's inserting inside of you, and what he's bringing you through. He talks about making rivers in the desert. He talks about making a road in the wilderness. So those are things that are not common. They're not usual. Don't be afraid if God starts to do something and it's completely not usual. This is how you know that this is God when it's not usual. Usually you're not excited about it. You're usually perplexed. You're usually thinking, why would I be doing this? He tells Moses to raise his rod to part the Red Sea. Joshua sees that, but then he tells Joshua, I'm not going to move this sea until you get into the water. He, instead of anointing Eliab, which is Jesse's older son, he tells him, I'm not looking at him as my king. Go call the younger son, who was bypassed, and David becomes the king. Don't become stuck in it needing to make sense. Don't become stuck in it having to have all the answers and qualifications in front of you. I want to encourage you to be flexible. I want to even encourage you that the thing that you could be complaining about, it could end up being the biggest blessing that you have. I'm speaking to myself now. The thing that you're complaining about could end up being the product or service that you launch that would help millions. So I'm closing because I can go for a while, and I want to make sure I keep these short. Behold, I would do a new thing. Isaiah 43 and 19. Be flexible to understand what God is trying to do, and also be willing to submit old patterns, old methods, or formulas that he might be trying to get rid of in you that could help you in the long run. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Be great.